What's up, everybody? Welcome to podcast. Now, I'm Alex, and welcome back to our Life is Strange community series. A community series that airs every other Wednesday on our channel, where I talk about Life is Strange topics. And in this video, I want to talk about a question so far for Life is Strange 2. Now, we've only gotten 2 episodes of Life is Strange 2 as of right now, and I basically want to center this topic around: is this game so far? Again, this isn't the whole, the whole season. Is this game bad, or is this game just disappointing? And that's what I want to kind of center this discussion video around. It's something I want to talk about a bit because I've been pretty vocal on Life is Strange 2, episode 1 and 2, and just really the whole season, how they've handled it, behind the scenes, Don't Nod, all that stuff. I've been very, very vocal. But I wanted to talk about, is it just me being really disappointed in them and in this game, and obviously after how amazing the first Life is Strange was, or is this game just actually a bad game? And to be honest, I feel like it falls somewhere in between, because we can look at it one way or the other. Is this game bad? I don't think fundamentally this game is all that bad. I don't think it's necessarily a bad game where there's, I think there's bad parts of it. I think there's aspects of this game that aren't worked out very well, and there's things that aren't really being brought together the way that I would like. And by saying that specific part there, the way that I would like, I feel like this game then kind of leans a little bit more towards it's just disappointing, because really, if you look at it, the game looks visually better than it ever has, and that's obvious. That's just what technology and time and money is going to get you, though. So I obviously assume that this game is going to look better than a game they released 4 years ago. But so obviously the game looks better, and there's still some signature moments. There's still some big moments in each episode. The voice acting overall is pretty solid. But I think the story elements, the character elements, they're very, very lacking. I think the interest in the world and the dynamics of the characters and Daniel's powers and all that stuff, there's a lot that are lacking and just actually flat out not good. Again, is that actually it being bad, or is it that just being disappointing? Well, it's disappointing in the fact that I expected everything to be better than what it was going to be. Okay, I really thought this season could be something very, very special, and at the same time, maybe I should have seen this coming, that they're not going to be able to replicate exactly what they did for the first season. I'm not saying make the first season again. I'm not saying that at all. Because obviously you have to do different things. You have to introduce different characters. I get all that. I get doing things different, but they're not even close to matching how special the first season of Life is Strange is. They're not even close. I truly believe. And again, disappointing. It's disappointing because I thought it would be better, but honestly, why is it disappointing? It's because I think a lot of the things in this game, like I was saying, are flat out not good. I'm not invested in Sean and Daniel like I was Max and Chloe. I don't care about Daniel's power as much. I don't care about the central plot. I still don't think they've introduced a villain. I don't think they've really done anything to get me to grasp onto these characters, the world, the setting, the plot. None of those things they've really given me any reason to care about at all. And then that's really, really disappointing to me, because I really want, and I keep using those words. You can go back and forth, and that's what I find so interesting. I definitely want to know in the comments below what you guys think of it. The question is, how is this season going to also continue? Because there were some parts in the second episode that definitely were good. Okay, there were some good and there were some good aspects in the first episode as well. It goes back and forth with me in both these episodes, where I don't really, the second episode especially, I didn't expect much out of that second episode. Went into it, had some good moments, had some character building, did some good things on and off, but as a whole was just an insanely boring episode. Felt like it dragged, felt like it took hours and hours and hours, when really you could have cut out a lot of that stuff and made it like a 1-hour episode. And another thing with these episodes is the amount of time that it's taking them to get it to us, and that is a disappointing aspect of it. And it also, I think, hurts the quality of the game, in that it's not a good enough game to warrant such a long wait time in between. Like, I'm not insanely excited for the next episode. If the episodes were better, and I loved the characters, and I loved it as much as I did Life is Strange, I think this long played out time in between would have worked. If you look back at the first Life is Strange game, we got episodes every other month, and firstly, that was really good because they were left on cliffhangers, and I was thinking about the episodes really throughout those 2 months a lot, because you finish an episode, and let's talk about the first season. You finish an episode, and then you're thinking about that episode and the choices and what's to come for episode, then the next episode. You're thinking that for a week, 2 weeks after that episode comes out, and then you're thinking it for another week or 2 weeks before the next episode comes out. You kind of go back back into it and you think about it, that only leaves like 3 to 4 weeks where you probably forget that the episode existed, and that's fine. That's fair, because you can't expect us to constantly be thinking about your game in an episodic game. With this Life is Strange 2, the game's not good enough at all. It's a borderline bad game. It's got some very weak parts to it, and then it takes so long that you don't think about it and if you do, you think about it for maybe a couple days after the episode ends, and then you have to go 3.5 months, and then maybe you think about it the week before the next episode comes out. That's if you can remember what it's about, because you probably forgot because you don't care. And that's a fundamental problem they have with this game. And again, the quality of the game isn't helping it. It really isn't helping it. But, is it bad? Is it disappointing? It's tough. To be honest, I feel like it leans more towards disappointing. I don't think it's fundamentally a bad game. I think there's bad aspects to it, but overall, if I were to rate it, I'd give it I'd give this game a totally average rating, and that's disappointing to me because I want it to be better. So I would lean towards this being a disappointing game, but not necessarily a bad game. And again, this is only off of 2 episodes. We haven't gotten the last 3. They could definitely pick up. Episodes 3 and 4 are very, very vital. Obviously, all of them are very vital at this point. 3 has a lot to do, 4 has a lot to do, and 5 is a bombshell of an episode if it wants to continue the series. So, guys, let me know in the comments below, what do you think so far of Life is Strange 2? Do you think it's a bad game? Do you think it's a good game? Do you think it's a disappointing game? Let me know. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, Podcast Now. Hit the bell icon so you guys are notified. Again, these Life is Strange videos go up on our channel every other Wednesday. Thank you guys, as always, for watching this video. I very much appreciate it. I hope to see you on the next one.